Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is back in the basic show. This is how we do text, baby. Man, I does back. You know it is. It is. Only place, all the 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 place, go get it. All the place, all the place, all the place, all the place, go get it. All the place, go get it. All the place, go get it. Is right back in basic. Show the deuce is how we do text, baby. Man, I does back. You know it is. Do this. It is. Real man rise up. Fake man rise down. Real woman rise up. Fake woman rise down. And practice what I preach on. And today's topic we're going to talk about is, Fearless 2005. I saw your video. Look, I understand what you're saying. Biracials, yeah, they are some racist in some ways. But where do they get this from? Their mom and dad that teach them that and have that racial that hate towards men in their blood to somebody. Or they can hate themselves, or they hate the other people, or somebody hate them. Once you spread that hatred, not only you hate the other people and hate anyone, you hate towards yourself. Look, I'm going to say to this. When they say biracial, they come from two different races of people. I don't think one race is grouped with another. But I'll tell you one thing, though. We need to get rid of this color system that they have right now. Look, if you want to stick with your own race, then don't be a racist. And that goes to any other race. Nobody shouldn't be racist towards black, Asian, white, whatever. If you decide to want to stick with your own people, then stop bitching about it. Stop complaining. If you get mad for something, then you need to get mad at yourself, because you got to wonder if your own people or any other race are just not close. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people are comfortable with other races, or instead of being comfortable with their own. That's every other nationality. But I say to this: for people who look at biracial, it's their fault. It's not their fault, because they're biracial. Look at this child. Does this child look like a black person or a white person? He's both. But this is what I'm gonna say to this. Why is it that in the black community and the white community are the only two groups believe that white is the most purity of this so-called Aryan race and stuff like that? Why do they think like that, knowing if you're part of Europe to Middle East, that's part of mixture, if you ask me, even though that's religious belief. Some people say Egypt is a part of Africa. Probably so, but they say that Egypt is probably Middle East. It could be both, if you ask me, if you look at the region. It's still the same damn thing, especially when you go to Africa. It's still the same. It's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. Still the same thing. It's still the same thing. You go to not only white countries, go to black countries. You got some Africans believe that if you're not dark or darker, then you're not black. Let's be honest. Go to the black community. They got all different shades of black. Red bone, yellow bone, brown, caramel. We say stuff like that, especially in the black community. I can't tell you how many times I hear black men say, I want me a red bone. Red bone is close to the European or close to Native American. And they say yellow bone, yellow hammer. That's still the same thing as Asian. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. And caramel is close to the Latino. That's peanut butter color mixed with white cream and chocolate. And put a peanut all together, that make it a peanut butter. Peanut butter. Get it? Put butter with yellow on it and put a butter in it, it'd be peanut butter all together. But you see what I'm getting the point. My point is this: if we don't stop this right here, because I'm gonna tell you, they'll love that child. Is it their fault because they're different? Look, I see why they're against interracial dating, because I'm telling you, whites or blacks are afraid that, oh God, they killing our race. Then whose fault is that? That's to the man and the woman. Everybody got to take responsibility. That goes by the society as a whole, what's been taught. That goes by the society as a school. If you want to stick with your own race, Do it the right way. Don't become no hate groups. Because you're saying, I'm superior. I should be on top. And other people on the bottom. You got black community think that they can't be racist. I used to think like that, but I was stupid thinking like that because let's be honest. What's the first thing we call a white person when we see a white person? Knowing some of our people ain't never been to Europe. Because if they've been there, they would understand the history over there and why some European white brothers and sisters think the way they feel. Even if they've been slave or being slave owned. So, and that same thing goes to us. You got white community think they know about blacks, but they really don't know. You got people who have enough sense. They'll know some things about blacks if they learn the culture, and they got some black who learn a sense if they know about the white culture. And let's be honest. We need to start talking about this because otherwise, you don't want to pass that same hatred in the veins to your children, to their children, and their children to their children. And what might happen when your son and daughter gonna get killed? And the first thing you're gonna say, as a father or mother, I should have never preached them that. Preach them a little love in there. As long as we have love in this world, it's always gonna be hatred in this world. Oh yeah. The reason why they hate because somebody hurt them or did something to them, so they become a villain. That's why when people say I'm a villain, they basically saying I'm being victimized. People victimize me, so I'm gonna start victimizing other people to get somebody hurt me because I hurt them. And take the pain away. That's why people kill people. That's why people sell drugs. That's why people join gangs because they can't stand on their own. So they need people that stand for them. Why you think people are racist? Because somebody be racist towards them. They say, okay, if they don't like me, I don't like them. No, you only supposed to hate people who preaching the hate, who's not trying to preach about love. Look, I understand that some people are not nonviolent, but you better make sure when you're gonna learn to be nonviolent, you better make sure that everybody else gonna become nonviolent too, because you're gonna have to use violence sooner or later. Oh, I just said it. Because nowadays, people are cruel and selfish. Let's be honest. Shit, even me. I mean, I'm not saying to identify my blackness. You got some biracial identify their blackness. But I know I'm black. But I'm part of other heritages as well. We can't deny it. Go to the white community. Do you think all white community is the same? No. They come from different shades. Now some part of the same if they got the same featurement. Same thing the black community. Do all white community is the same? I mean, do all black communities the same? No, they come from different parts. And they become the same. Every other national group, but there's always some tension between black and white. I already know why. It goes back to the Homo sapiens. It goes back to the Neanderthals. And it goes to that 200 years ago. And look, it's had 20 years later. And this stuff's still going on because they can't pull their bullshit to the side and say, you know what? We already done enough fighting. That's like, when I was watching the show Naruto, that's like reminding me of goddamn whatever you want to call it. If you never watched Naruto, it's an anime. That reminds me of Naruto with the Uchiha clan and the Jinsu clan. That's what black people and white folks act like. Black people act like the Jinsu clan, and white people is the Chiha clan. We need to come together if we're gonna make peace between good and evil. But I'm afraid it will never be if it don't bring the balance and scale in the world. I don't think it'll never be. But it's not their fault because they're born different. They're a mixed race for years and it's still on. Why you think they call it mixed economy? Why you think that it got mixed plumber? Not mixed plumber. My bad. What I mean is, why you think they got a blending machine? Why you think they got blend? It blend different parts of these races and different colors. Anybody who said that chocolate and vanilla don't go together, they be lying. They lying, and you can tell the way they say it. You can tell it. They just don't really like people, period. That's just the way it is. You're gonna always gonna have people just don't like other race. But I understand what you say, Fearless. 2005. I mean, I get what you're saying. That some biracial do need to, you if you could part of you if you could claim part of these part, you gotta be you gotta part of your claim is black as well, because black has always been taught is a curse. We've been the condition of this Christianity, but this Christianity of the text believe, and that's not true. The only way you're gonna be a curse when you stop believing the Father stop believing you. I mean, the only way you're gonna be a curse if you stop believing the Father, but the Father never stopped believing you. But if the Father start if the Father believing you, you got why you don't believe in the Father. We need to grow up, and that goes anybody, because it don't make no sense. We in 2015. What it's going to be in 2045, and people still talking about, oh my God, there's still racism going on. It's always, as long as we have this color system, it's going to be a racism. How based on you should treat it in society. You see black everywhere. You see white everywhere. Asian, I mean yellow everywhere. Red everywhere. Blue everywhere. You see every color everywhere. That's why people need to start study color code. Color is very important. But everybody comes from all colors, black and white. Doesn't matter who the first. Every race became the first and the last became first. The first into bread and out of the bread, the first, the second out of the bread. I mean, so I get what you're saying, where we come from, because that's why I don't like talk about this nonsense, because I just think it's silly. It's just like saying a 5-year-old and 9-year-old fight over a box of crayon, and that's what they act like. They act like a kindergarten fucking kids. Like, look, mommy, look, daddy, I got me a coloring book. It's just like that. I said these race group. I laugh, man. You don't see none of these people. You don't see none of them. And white people need to look at that, because there's some of their people do help out their community. It dare sure ain't the Klan, I tell you that much, because these people, they gonna get them hurt. I'm telling you right now. And these so-called Black Panthers, they gonna get our people hurt, because the way they say all this stuff could have been died out a long time ago, and they're gonna start messing around and messing each other's community, and that's when they're gonna stop, because this stuff is going too far to keep the peace. I want to keep the peace within all races, because I don't want to see no one hurt. Even if I don't like them, they don't like me. I don't want to see nobody hurt. Period. But we too old for the stuff that we do, and that goes anyone. And we can't move past of the race. It should have never happened in Ferguson. I feel like the Trayvon Martin family should have got justice, and George Zimmerman would have been jailed. They would have kept the peace just like that. But because of that, now it's these powerful groups' fault, because they led the tension there. And now everybody like chosen side, they want to blame somebody. If it ain't the blacks, they want to blame. If it ain't the whites, they want to blame. If it ain't Asians, they want to blame. They want to blame somebody. Man, take your own issues and get blamed. Because how can people say stick with your own, but your own people will turn against it, just like they'll turn against other groups? So don't tell me that, because I know you're full of it. Come on. So I understand, Fearless, because biracial just come from two different groups. That's all. That's what it means a biracial. Multiracial, they got 5 or 6, 5 or 6, 7 or more races in them. So not everybody is mixed. Not everybody is multiracial. Some are 100% black, 100% white, or 100% Asian. But still, only one race is one matter, is the whole entire human race. If we're going to become humans, we need to start act like one. And more I can say, anything I can say more. It's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Base, and you're gonna do since I would do text, baby. Until next time, all right. Peace of them out. And stay up. Whatever your name is. Fearless man. All right, stay up, brother, and keep doing what you're doing. All right. And peace out until next time. All right. Peace.